people, it's me, Anja. My pronouns are she and her, and welcome back to my channel for a new recent reads video, and also welcome back to my childhood bedroom. I've just come to the realization that my shirt might be blending into the door, so please ignore that. So anyway, the first book on this list is called Like a Love Story. This story is a YA historical fiction book following 3 teenagers during the AIDS crisis, and 2 of them are both gay teenagers. This book is quite good, and I really enjoyed it. I had really high expectations for this book because it's written by the same author who wrote Only This Beautiful Moment, which I loved so much in my last recent reads video. So this book was absolutely so fantastic, and it was so excellent, and it truly lived up to those high expectations, and so I rated it 4 stars. First of all, the setting was so well researched, and it felt so vivid and so authentic. The plot was so engaging and so intriguing. The characters are so well developed and so distinct, and all of their perspectives worked so well together. The romance made so much sense, and it felt so cute and well developed and almost bittersweet. The friendships were well done. The story itself was so emotional, and I cried twice. However, with that said, the few things that keep me from rating this book 5 stars is that, first of all, I kind of have mixed feelings about the main character who wasn't the 2 gay teens. You know what I mean? I understand why her perspective was there sometimes, to understand how and why other people who weren't gay men reacted to the AIDS crisis and what they were going through at the time. But at other times, I'm like, why is she here? This feels unnecessary. I don't know if that makes any sense at all. But basically, other than that, also the time jumps felt a little jarring at times. But anyway, the point is, overall, this book was really good. And with that said, I rated it 4.5 stars. And I would highly recommend it. The next book on this list is called Matteo. This story is a middle-grade contemporary following a young gay boy who slowly realizes that he's turning into a tree. And I believe that this story is inspired by Pinocchio, but it's not a strict, concrete Pinocchio retelling, if that makes any sense. But anyway, overall, I rated this book 4 stars because I really enjoyed it. First of all, the plot was so engaging and so intriguing. The tone of the story was really well done, and it felt so whimsical and so wholesome and so magical. The mystery was so captivating and so well done. The characters were well developed and distinct. The friendships felt so lovely and so wonderful, as well as the family dynamics. This book is absolutely so underrated, and it deserves so much more hype because it's so good. I had really low expectations for this book because the book that I read by this author last year, I rated 3 stars, so I wasn't really expecting to rate this book anything higher than 3 stars, but I absolutely did because I rated it 4 stars, like I mentioned, and it was absolutely so good. So with that said, I would definitely highly recommend it. The next book on this list is called Cold Girls. This story is a YA contemporary that follows a young sapphic main character who is grappling with the death of her best friend. I apologize if you can hear the cicadas from here. The window is just over there. But anyway, this book is absolutely so fantastic, and it's so good. I rated this book 5 out of 5 stars because I absolutely loved it. First of all, the writing was so lyrical and so well done. The flashback timelines made so much sense, and I just love, the ways in which the story was told to me, because everything made so much sense. And sometimes with alternate timelines, the story feels jarring or, out of place or something like that. But within the parameters of this story, it was so well done, and it really made the story come to life so much more. The characters are so well developed and so distinct. The friendships felt so authentic and so well done. The mental health representation was spot on, and it felt so good. Everything about the story was absolutely so fantastic and so excellent and so emotional. I cried twice. This book is so amazing, and it makes so much sense, and I just really enjoyed it. The queerness was so authentic. This book is so underrated, and it deserves so much more hype. So anyway, with all that said, I would definitely highly recommend it. The next book on this list is called Teach the Tortoise to Burn. This story is a YA historical fiction queer retelling of Romeo and Juliet, and it was absolutely so excellent and so well done. This retelling made me see the original in a whole new light, in a whole new perspective, which is truly a good mark of a good retelling. You know what I mean? This book was absolutely so fantastic and it was so well done. First of all, the writing was so lyrical and it felt so pretty and so beautiful. The characters were so well developed and so distinct. The queerness felt so natural and so authentic. The romance was so well developed and so well paced and just so well done. The plot was so engaging and so intriguing, and everything about it felt so like nuanced and so well done. And even though I'm very familiar with the original, like that didn't take away from my enjoyment of this book, if that makes any sense. This book is absolutely so fantastic and it's so excellent. I just really, really enjoyed everything about it. So anyway, with all that said, I rated this book 4 out of 5 stars, and with that said, I would definitely highly, highly recommend it. The last book on this list, and certainly not the least, is called The Umbrella Maker's Son. This book is a middle-aged contemporary urban fantasy dystopian, and it follows a young boy who's determined to solve the mystery of why his town is so rainy. This story is absolutely so fantastic and it's so good. I love the concept of like fantasy authors taking something that's so like mundane and making it like magical and mysterious, because the concept of this book was so intriguing and so interesting. The mystery was so captivating. Like, the plot is so engaging and so intriguing. The friendships were so lovely. The characters were so well developed and so distinct. Everything about this book was so well done. And I was so invested from the beginning to the end. I knew this book would be good because I trust this author and I've read almost all of her books in the past. But I wasn't expecting this book to be absolutely so, like, fantastic and excellent and just so well done. I rated this book 4 out of 5 stars because I really, really enjoyed it. And with that said, I would definitely highly, highly recommend it. So, in conclusion, the quantity of the books that I've read so far this month has not been as high as I had hoped it would be, but the quality of the books that I've read so far this month has been higher, which is far more important than the quantity of the books I've read. So anyway, for context, today is August 27th, so there are a few more days of August left. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate to give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below the chocolate emoji if you made it all the way to the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you're new, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!